ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Community Elder. I am your host, Robert Tate. And as always, I thank you for joining. I thank you for liking. I thank you for sharing and subscribing to the channel. So as always, man, let's get into it. You have a major decision that's knocking at your door. But the difference lies in the moment, because you actually don't know what to do. You haven't really discussed it. You feel pressured. You feel uncomfortable. And everything inside of you and your bones and squeaking to the joints and the marrow is telling you not to do it. You know the situation all too well. It's not lining up with your principles. It's not lining up with the ideology that you've been taught since you were a little boy or a little girl. And you really want to say no. Everything in you wants to say no. You want to cancel the plans. You want to tear up the contract. You don't want to sign on the dotted line. You don't want to move forward, but yet and still you feel bad. Because your mind is trying to get you to avoid making a mistake. And secretly, it's funny because you told yourself that you would never get into another situation such as this, and you're headed right back in the direction. Why? Because you still hadn't found your voice. That's right. You good with giving other people advice. You good with helping others in times of distress. You good with lending to other people. But when we get down to it, do you really care about yourself? You give all you can to everyone who you come in contact with. You pour out of your soul. You pour out of your wallet. You pour out of your pocketbook. You pour out your advice. You pour out your comfort. You pour out your laughter. What do you leave for yourself? Yeah. I'm talking about self-love and self-care on today. Because many times we pour out and we pour out and we pour out until we're stone cold empty. And it doesn't circle back around to you. No one is giving to you. No one is pouring into you. No one is caring or considerate for your feelings. And so you've adopted the same action and the same mentality of not even caring for yourself. And that's difficult. Because you pose the question, how can I care about everyone else? How can I love everyone else? How can I share with everyone else? But I find myself left out and neglected. So many of us do this on a daily basis. We still take care of them grown kids, not forcing them to get their act together and make decisions on what the next phase of life is going to be for them. Not forcing those girlfriends and those boyfriends to make a decision on if this thing is going to be long term and we're going to start playing games. And ultimately, we're the ones who end up hurt. Because sometimes you just care too much about everyone but yourself. Well, I'm calling you out today, man. Bruh, sis, when you gonna start caring enough about yourself to start telling people no and to start ending poor relationships? Whether it be with your kids, whether it be with these girlfriends and these boyfriends, whether it be with a job, whether it be with your best friend, whether it be with your family, your mother and your father. When are you going to start telling people no and start placing more care and concern on your own well-being? I mean, your health failing. Ooh, did I say that? Bank account is getting lower and lower. You getting older. You ain't saved up nothing. When are you going to get serious about yourself, your finances, and your mental and physical well-being? Because you matter. Woo. That's right, man. You matter. Having those secret moments where you lock the door to your own house, to lock yourself in so you can try to get some grain of thought. Afraid to talk to anyone because you don't want to feel like a fool. And in some instances, we got to face the music, y'all. Wow. Sometimes we got to face the music. We got to put them big boy and big girl pants on and start making some decisions that can ultimately affect our life in a positive manner. Ain't you tired of the same thing? Aren't you tired of the same conversations? Aren't you tired of going to the same places? Aren't you tired of talking to the same people? Aren't you tired of wearing the same stuff? Aren't you tired of living in the same place? Aren't you tired of thinking the same negative thoughts? Aren't you tired of having the same negative attitudes? Aren't you tired of people giving you the same thing that you put out from a negative perspective? When are you going to put some positive, optimistic thoughts in your head? You got to change that pattern in that process of neurotransmitters. We got to change the way we think, man. We got to get back to loving ourselves. And I'm going to leave you with this, and I really need you to think about it on today. How can you fix your mouth to say you love God and you don't love yourself? And He's supposed to be dwelling on the inside of you. Woo! I'll ask it one more time. How can you fix your mouth to say you love God and you don't love yourself, and He's supposed to be dwelling on the inside of you? I know it was heavy on today, but I had to get this thing out because too many of us are allowing ourselves to be walked over by people who don't care about us. And we have the audacity and the nerve to say we do it in the name of love. Woo! Well, the Bible talks about love, and that's not an attribute of it. Wow. So I dare you to challenge yourself, man. Challenge yourself, sis. Is she the one? Is he the one? Is this job the best you can do? Is this as far as you can get in life? That's the best you can do for yourself? I mean, really think about it. Really consider it. Is this the best you can do for yourself? Are you making the best decision right now for yourself? Please consider yourself. Woo. As always, I am the community elder, Robert Tate, and I thank you all for joining. As always, I go in peace. I love you. Be blessed, my friends. I'm out.